gigging for a while, we actually found that things started getting quite hard, because when I actually had a full-time job at the time, doing occupational therapy, working in mental health, and Fern was doing an art degree, and so we just found it really difficult. I remember coming in from work and having to rush straight out to a gig, really late nights and then up early, and it just got really hard to split our time. And then I just remember this one time Fern said to me, do you know what, we should just quit all this, get a campervan and just tour around the UK.
I just remember her face, she was so funny. Something's just clicked and I knew I'd said something I couldn't unsay. And that was that really. The next thing I knew, we were selling my car, doing car boot sales in the rain. I painted a house after I finished my degree to get some money together. It was a lot of hard work.
Yeah, but then we scraped all the money together and got this van off eBay.
We got it!
I'm just about to reverse it, ladies. I'm pretty scared. It's massive.
I never thought this would happen. It was just like love at first sight. We saw the van, I was like, that's the van we want. And we just bought one-way tickets to get it from St Austell. Adrienne had her first journey driving this thing back 4 hours to get it home. Like driving down the motorway terrified. And then that's how we ended up with this beauty.
Buying the tour van completely wiped out our bank accounts. So we began the tour pretty broke. So it was a case of getting out there and making some money or not eating. So we were gigging as much as we could, we were busking in the streets. People were coming up to us and asking for our CD, and you know, we started breaking even. We were like, this is the dream. You know, people talk about making it, but you know, we already feel that we have, to be honest, if we can inspire people with our music and support ourselves doing what we love.
Before this acoustic setup, we used to be in a couple of bands. The first one we got in was like an 8-piece funk soul band. Band practices were like parties, there were so many of us. And then we got in a rock funk band, but Adrienne was teaching herself guitar, so we kind of started writing together acoustically.
It's funny because I was actually still learning when we got offered our first gig. One time we were just jamming by a river in Guildford, and we didn't realise our whole voice was like echoing under this bridge, and this whole pub could hear us. And the next thing, the manager came out and he shouted down to us. We thought he was going to tell us just like move on, but he actually offered us our first paid gig.
We only had like a few songs at the time, so we had to like get down to some serious practicing, and Adrienne was playing till, like her fingers nearly bled. And then other people were offering us gigs from around that area, and it kind of just spread out from there really.
We're at Green's Wine Bar. Hi. This was one of the first places we played when we set up as Daughters of Davis. As a musician, we would say that like some of the most important people are the people that give me a chance at the start. We kind of want to know what made you give me and Adrienne a chance to give that first gig.
You booked the girls first, didn't you?
But they just pestered and the only way I was ever going to get any peace and quiet was to let them play a gig, otherwise I was just never going to get any peace. First gig was wonderful. It was absolutely brilliant. It was wonderful.
Oh, you were fantastic. Your voice.
And it just worked so well. It was just
the
beautiful.
The energy that you bring to it.
Yeah. I mean, do you remember those gigs? The ones where you played at the window and the door open and people stood on the pavement and you'd have people stood all down the bar and all outside.
What did you think when we said we were going to go off and live in a van?
Not surprised, because you guys have such passion for what you're doing.
I have to say, I didn't think it would last 2 years.
You're famous in Winchester.
Yeah. Infamous in some corners.
Where do we go? I've been so long, traveling down to the sea. Saw such a lady, girl and tall, flooded disaster through me. Kiss me out on the beach.
We've been on our way to Newcastle. We're making our way to Edinburgh basically. We're going to the Fringe Festival. Today we're going to do a little bit of sightseeing, which we don't get to do a lot of. We're going to go and see the shoe tree. The shoe tree is when people like get their shoes, they tie them together and then just chuck them up in the street. I think there's like hundreds of shoes up there. And DOD are going to contribute.
Fern, do you think we should start our own shoe tree up there? Why don't you chuck those shoes that you got on now? We've got to the shoe tree. Here it is. Loads and loads. You hit me.
That really like Adrienne. Oh my goodness. Oh no! You've taken down some. Back up. Okay, let me try. DOD Shoes contributed to the shoe tree in Newcastle.
The scariest thing about touring is actually driving the van itself. It terrifies me, with good reason, because it is huge, but more the reason that I'm not really the best driver. It did take me 9 times to pass my driving test, and I did hit a tree a couple of weeks ago. But you know, maybe I should have said that on the DVD. I guess, to be honest, the nation's road users should probably be more scared than I am, because they have to share a motorway with someone who passed on attendance.
No, I was going to go to Monkey World, and I was going to get a monkey, dress it up in Fern's clothes, and get it to take the driving test, because I thought it had a better chance of passing.
Well, we can actually remember why you failed, Fern. There were so many different reasons.
One of the things people find really funny about us driving the van is that between us, it took us like 15 times to pass our driving test. And we do get some really strange looks. Like, I don't think people expect to see 2 girls driving a big white van. But, you know, I feel like it was hard to start with, and I have kind of got used to it. Like, driving it around London at the beginning of the tour, that definitely was, like, good training. I feel like I could drive it anywhere now.
Well, you've done exceptionally well with the van, because it's a great big piece of equipment. You can't see out the back windows because they're all blanked off. You've only got the side mirrors, and to drive on the side mirrors is quite difficult. And you know, to manoeuvre that big van, I think you're doing really, really well, because both of you drive it. And I think you've done exceptionally well. And you've only had a couple of accidents, haven't you, in the last few weeks?
No, what accidents?
No, they have done well in that. Yeah.
No, joking apart, they've done well.
Yeah.